Hey everyone, this is Predpool again. Welcome back to another review. This time I'm doing something new, doing a review and also a reaction at the same time because this is the first time I'm collecting from this specific line. It's my first figure from here. Never experienced it. As you see, I still have it in the package. I haven't even taken it out yet. So I have no idea about the QC. I don't know whether there's going to be tightness as far as the joints or anything like that. So, as I go through this video, it's going to be my first reaction and my first impressions as far as with this action figure. Again, it's my first time from buying from this line from Beast of the Mesozoic. It's Raptor. So, sorry if I mispronounced that. And this is this Saurornitholestes. That's like Stony. It sounds Italian to me, but I'm sure I butchered that name also. So my apologies for not nailing down the scientific names of this line. But again, my first experience with this is a Raptor. They had a sale because of the Black Friday and so forth. So it was like $8 less or about $10 less from the normal price. So I went ahead and jumped on it. And they had a couple of them that are different styles. This is the only one they had available at that time. They kind of had like a mohawk, and I really wanted that kind of look if I was going to buy into it. So I went ahead and got this one. So just a quick look at the packaging. This is the figure inside. Apparently this was one of a fan's choice. And in the back, I guess there was a total of 4 of them. It was part of a fan's choice Raptor. So I guess there was some kind of voting. I'm sure those that have been dedicated to this line know more about that. So here's my first time. And there's like a sleeve here, in which again has the image of the dinosaur drawing, and then some more as far as details regarding the figure. And then here's a little kind of like a bio, some stats regarding this creature. Now you can slide this sleeve over, and then it'll have some information regarding like a bendy wire tail, interchangeable toes that are included, where you can change the extra toes, as far as here to connecting the tail, and also as far as it comes with a stand and how to connect the stand. So yeah, some pretty interesting details that is provided in the packaging instructions. So again, looking forward to crack this thing open and see how this figure stands up as far as quality, paint, etc. Alright, give me 1 second to get something to open this box with. Alright, so let me go ahead and get this box open. We got some tape sealing it in. So we're just going to pull it out from this side. Here we go. Now it's pretty neat inside. You kind of get like a mini diorama apparently that comes with the figure inside the box. So there you go. You can probably use it for this figure or perhaps other figures that you have collected. I think this would kind of work really well with 3 3/4 inch figures more, because it is fairly small. So just to give you an idea, here is a classifieds. So yeah, you're probably better off using this if you collect 3 3/4 inch figures. It might work better with that, or any type of creature that would fit in there. But so it's not really practical for 1/12 scale figures as far as that. All right, so enough of that insert. Here is still in the tray the figure. It has a cover tray over it, so we got to slice a little bit more. There's gonna be some tape. Comes with a collecting card. Again, more info about the dino, and the image is more of the figure itself. So pretty neat, and that's pretty close to what's already on the box itself. So if you get rid of the box, you'll have your card with the same info. Okay, so still taking the top tray off. Got tape on it. Quite a bit of tape. Alright, so once you take the bottom tray out, you'll have the stand, which is kind of like a land with some rocks, and then you'll have here as far as the different stands you can use as far as height, whether you want to like leaping or just standing and so forth. So we'll look at that later. Kind of looks like a chocolate chip cookie. Yep. but I like it. So anyway, so took the plastic film off, so now there should be less glare when I show it in the tray. Look at that. So far, I like what I see. So yeah, the paintwork looks really nice on this. I really like it a lot. Here's the extra toes I was mentioning. Here's the bendy wire tail. So let's see. There's no. Yeah, it's ready to pull out. There's no twisties on it. So here's the figure. Without the tail yet. I haven't placed the tail yet. So far, I'm noticing that the feet are not very, they're not stable. So this is going to be a challenge right there. So right now, I feel a little bit like it's a cold turkey. So you can't really pose them, right now I can't pose them out of the box because his joints are way too loose. And I'm imagining once I attach his tail, with the added weight of it, it's going to be, well, imagine it's going to give him some support though too. But those joints on his feet, his legs, yeah, you kind of have to use his tail as a stand because his knees, I want to say, definitely don't give him the support that he needs. Unless you have him standing upright. Now if you do this, where it's more like trying to use his feet, it's okay. He does have an articulated jaw. That's pretty neat. I like that. There's the mohawk that reason why I really got him to begin with as far as compared to the other raptors. Here's the paintwork. Really nice. Seems fairly consistent. You know, the tail got a little green in there. Again, it's a nice sturdy bendy wire. That's pretty cool. Neck articulation. Gets a nice range, but loose. So it's something I'm not really fond of right now with this figure. The looseness of the joints. For the price point, you know, already having these kind of issues as far as super loose joints, and it kind of seems like you either with figures today, either get super tight joints in which you have to heat up, or you get some scenarios like this where the joints are like, okay, they're way too loose. I can't hardly really pose because of the looseness. It's a beautiful figure. So at this point, it looks like if I want to take down the road pictures with this figure, it's going to take me a lot of time. I'm going to have to probably use that stand obligatory to get the poses I want. So that is kind of a bummer for me. Not looking forward to, I mean, I could, again, what's saving it right now is his tail. If you take this tail out, his legs do not support at all. His feet and his knees are super loose. You're not going to get that pose that you want to get for the most part. If I put him in a run, look, if I want to put him in a running pose, it's a pain in the butt. So it's a shame. There we go. So I kind of got him there, but it's not a very neat looking pose. Let's do this. See, look, I can't. I guess I could maybe put nail polish. That might help. That sometimes help with joints. We put nail polish and, but. All right, so articulation, I guess on his shoulders, he kind of his version of an elbow. Not too bad. He has his claws under his wings, I want to call them. So, and here, as far as this part here, I wish this was sculpted on. Apparently the mohawk feather part is just a piece that's attached with it. So I guess they save. It would have been so much nicer if this was molded into one piece and less noticeable. That's a separate piece. Has good. His eyes are definitely pretty good as far as the paintwork. Fairly realistic looking. Paintwork is, again, paintwork on this thing for me is not an issue. Right now, right out of the box, it's just the whole joint issue. But it's a beautiful figure. I gave him that. It's a beautiful figure. It's just this whole, the legs is what's killing it for me right now. So would I recommend getting this figure based on what I'm experiencing right now live? Well, live for me at this time when you see it's already recorded. But do I highly recommend them? I would say no. Again, it might be just an issue with my particular one. Oh no, he fell. Might be an issue of mine, specific quality issue, but I can in a good conscience recommend him unless your plans are just to buy them and just stick them in one pose, or you're gonna use the stand. Let's see if I mean, I'm not the type that likes to use a stand for the most part, even for like taking pictures, because I try to make it look as natural as possible. And when you use a stand in a picture, for the most part, you know, you see the stand and you already know, hey, that's not natural. So there's that. But you know what? I really don't feel like using the stand. But I'm gonna show you right here how it looks, and you put the attachments onto it. Again, I don't like using stands. It's a nice looking stand. I'm gonna probably use just the bottom, you know, that base of it as part of a dial. But to actually use it for the figure, that's not for me. All right, so let's do some comparison. Oh, here's the jaw articulation, and his tongue moves also. And actually, you know, that's a pretty good, that articulation is pretty impressive, I gotta say. Because the tongue moves up and down, and you actually can move to the side, go, you know, to the side, go, blah, blah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, these legs, bro, they're, you gotta have him like standing upright, like, you know, like, I don't know, he just looks, it's too humanoid. I really want to get him like, you know, he's, anyways. So yeah, let's do some comparisons like I was about to say. I'm not gonna bother switching the toes at this time, because again, here are the extra toes. I'm gonna store them away somewhere. All right, so here he is. Put him here. See if I can position him in a way. Well, I'm gonna take this tail out for now. Oh wait, I shouldn't, because I can't pose him without the stupid tail. Sorry if I said a little negative right now about this figure. Just so annoying trying to get a pose with it. All right. I gotta say that it looks kind of derpy too, face forward. Like, I know that's like the paint is it's just like he looks like it's really like he's surprised or scared or something. Like, oh my god. I mean, it looks great from the side, but when you look at him head on, he just has this look like, holy crap, what's going on? So, I'm sorry, I just find that funny. So here is the Mattel Raptor. He's a bigger figure. You know what? So take out the stand. He's like, oh, you just lied. You say you don't like stands. Well, I just put it for him for now. So here's the Mattel Jurassic Park Raptor, which, you know, apparently these are not scientifically correct, etc. He is a bigger figure. Most of us are used to this version based on the movie. Since I grew up watching from the movie, I'm used to this Raptor. I know supposedly scientists, whatever, say, oh, this is how you should look. But I like still this version more of the inaccurate scientist version of a raptor. It just seems more menacing, especially face forward, compared to that one. So there's that. He's a bigger figure, costed less, have less issues with articulation than this one. So there goes the evolution of things, I guess, right? Now let's compare him to some G.I. Joe. Here's Rakondo, and let's just put a Valorverse to have it fairness. Here's Pandora. So he fits in well with the 1/12 scale figures if you want to use them. Then you want to put him with a Mesco figure. In this case, let's use Conan because, you know, Savage, this and that. And we'll put a 4 Horsemen Barbarian custom. There you go. So again, he can fit into those lines. And if you want to have him into more animalistic line, here is Spiro, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. And here we have Foray, Master Weng, who is currently one of my favorite figures today that I've received lately. He's a great figure. So again, final impressions, final whatnot of this line. Well, does this convince me to get more? Nope, it does not. If I already had a bad experience already with the joints on this one, I'm definitely not feeling encouraged to get any more whatsoever, because I definitely do not want to spend another 40 close to dollars for something that I can't even pose. Look at here, just fall asleep, stay there, pretend you're dead. There you go. All right, so that is my review of this. I think this is one of the more negative reviews, even with the X-ray figure that I had about a year or two ago, that the arm broke off. I was able to fix it. I'm still enjoying that figure, and that was one of my, up to this day, it was my most negative review I've done. This guy, yeah, I can't justify the leg articulation, such a vital importance for this type of figure. That I don't know. It just seems like, you know. Anyway, hope this video was helpful. I have nothing against the company. It's my first time collecting from this line. It's the first figure I got from them, and it really let me down. So I'm sorry that you know, if any of them are watching this, I know you put a lot of hard work. Again, the sculpt, the paint is awesome. It's just the execution of the joints and the legs was poorly done, whether it be by the factory, etc. So anyways, hope this review was helpful. Please continue collecting. Make the best of your collection. Even though, yes, I've expressed my disappointment with this figure, I'm going to use them. You know, I paid for them, so I'm going to use them the best I can in the future and other pictures. All right, everybody have a good one. Enjoy collecting again, and see you next time.